I'm Lauren from Legends of S.H.I.E.L.D., a Marvel Universe fan show, part of the Gonna Geek Network, just like the show you're checking out now. Shows on the network are individually owned, and opinions expressed may not reflect others. Find other incredible geeky shows at GonnaGeekNetwork.com.
Hey Legends, welcome back to On the Bubble podcast. My name's Josh. So you might have seen the episode title today and be thinking, oh God, he's doing it. He's making a Trash the Acolyte episode. Isn't there enough middle-aged, angry white guys on the internet already making Trash the Acolyte content, and hasn't there been for nearly 2 years? That's actually not what today's about. Today is about how particular kinds of shows touch their audience that little bit more deeply, and when it comes to a Save Our Show fan campaign, how the depth of that connection manifests in fan action. So let's get it out of the way early. I only watched a tiny bit of The Acolyte, and I personally thought it was one of the worst made television programs that I had ever seen. I thought it was awful. But if you loved it, I still love that you loved it. I'm not going to hold that against you at all, because you might think that Terminator Sarah Connor Chronicles is the worst show you've ever seen, or Buffy doesn't stand up, or Firefly's completely overrated. You're entitled to feel that way. So that's my personal feelings on The Acolyte as a piece of content. I thought it was poorly conceived and even more poorly executed from what I saw. As far as what people on the internet think about it, they seem to be rage baiting, and they just pick The Acolyte as a target. So I don't think it could be anywhere near as bad as what a lot of people are saying, that it was actually the beginning of the downfall of both modern television and Star Wars as a franchise. I think that's a bit dramatic, guys. I think you might be searching for clicks. But the show itself, not great. But the people who loved it, loved it. And how we know that is because there's a Save the Acolyte fan petition happening. It's still happening, with 84,727 signatures as of 20 minutes ago when I checked the stats on that particular change.org petition. So why is today's episode called The Acolyte versus Bridgerton? So once again, we'll just talk about The Acolyte for a second, and then we'll look at the respective actions both fandoms have taken in the last 12 to 18 months when it comes to the show they love. Disney, Lucasfilm, Disney Plus, all gargantuan marketing engines, if nothing else, and we've got a touch under 85,000 signatures for a general Save the Acolyte fan petition. Bridgerton Season 3 deleted scenes. This is a petition regarding Season 3's lack of scenes featuring Colin Bridgerton and Penelope Featherington on screen. There wasn't enough minutes of the core relationship that fans wanted to see in the show Bridgerton on Netflix in Season 3. They launched a petition as a group of fans just to get deleted scenes put back into the show, released as a separate kind of mini episode, or an extended Colin and Penelope cut that people could access on Netflix as well. 75,000 signatures just to get deleted scenes returned. Now, once again, this isn't a bash the Acolyte thing. This is about when a fandom truly gives a fig. Bridgerton fans care so much about what they think is a beautiful thing and a relationship within that beautiful thing, that 75,000 people signed a petition just to get scenes put back in the show so they can see more of that love story. This is what the issue with shows like The Acolyte is. It's not that they're terrible in general to the average Star Wars fan. It's not that they don't have any appeal to anyone. It's not that they're foreboding the death of different things or it's the downfall of television. It's just, unless you make a truly incredible thing, like Will Trent on Disney Plus is a truly incredible thing that I recently discovered. It is so good. Unless you're doing that, we're in the mature era of the golden age of television. There hasn't just been The Sopranos and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Oz and The Wire. There hasn't been 10 or 12 great shows. There's been hundreds of great shows at this point. It's incredible the shows that we've seen. Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy, shows that people love and still love. We're living in an era now where you can't just roll out a half-baked idea. Even with all the marketing in the world behind it, if you create a beautiful thing, which that's how Bridgerton fans see Bridgerton, that's always going to create a deeper connection with fans and a more enduring connection than anything that is not that. And to be honest, releasing a show that at best is not great wasn't doing Star Wars or The Acolyte itself any favours. You've got to do better. If you want this kind of fan reaction, we're talking about a global Save the Show campaign from one of the most expensive television shows ever created, only having around 10,000 more signatures than another equally popular show, or much more popular, let's be honest. Bridgerton is infinitely more popular than The Acolyte, but not a show that cost hundreds of millions of dollars for a single season, or at least it didn't in its first season like The Acolyte did. It's not the fans' fault for not liking it, and it's not the fans' fault for loving bits of it and just wishing it was better, which I guess I probably fall into that camp. Why can't it just be better? I don't hate it. I just wished it wasn't bad. And that's obviously, this is all very personal, but it just is so stark. This petition was for deleted scenes from a third season of a show, and it has almost as many signatures and more genuine positive sentiment on the internet than saving an entire show does. And that comes down to one thing. Bridgerton is beautifully crafted for the audience it wants to connect with most deeply, and The Acolyte was not. We can be honest about this stuff, guys. You can say something wasn't as great as you hoped it would be. And all those people on the internet, once again, that are hoping it will be bad, you guys just suck. Hoping something's a failure because it might help your YouTube channel get a few more clicks from other angry Disney haters, you suck more than the show does. It doesn't matter how bad The Acolyte was, you are worse. Just I want to make that clear, because I would hate, just by saying I don't like The Acolyte as a program, that I could ever be lumped in with those douchebags. Anyway, I better stop. The Gunna Geek Network is a family-friendly network, so if I keep talking about those types of people, I'm going to probably start swearing. So thank you for listening today. Check out the Gunna Geek Network, all the shows there. They're all positive, they're well-researched, and they're great fun. So gunnageek.com. My name is Josh Liston. This is On The Bubble Podcast. Thanks so much for listening. I can't wait till we speak again. Bye for now.